स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम मीट्रिक स्पेसेस के कुछ और एग्जांपल्स डिस्कस करेंगे। उससे पहले बाउंडेड सीक्वेंस क्या होता है। ए सीक्वेंस एक्सन ऑफ रियल नंबर्स इज सेड टू बी बाउंडेड सीक्वेंस इफ देयर एग्जिस्ट a real number k such that mod of xn is less than or equal to k for all n belonging to n. Now example 7, let x be the set of all these bounded sequences of real numbers. Then we define a metric function d from x cross x into R such that d of xn yn is equal to supremum of mod of xn minus yn. Then show that xd is a metric space. First we prove that d defined in 1 is well defined function, means value of d is finitely defined by this formula. Let xn and yn belonging to x be two bounded sequences of real numbers. Since these sequences are bounded, so there exist positive real numbers k1 and k2 such that mod of xn will be less than or equal to k1 and mod of yn will be less than or equal to k2 for all n belonging to n. Now mod of xn minus yn is less than or equal to mod of xn and plus mod of yn, and this is less than or equal to k1 plus k2. Therefore this is mod of xn minus yn is also a bounded sequence of real numbers, and therefore this d function is well defined. Now we check all the four properties one by one, and for this first one is mod of xn minus yn is greater than or equal to 0, being mod function, and therefore its supremum must also be greater than or equal to 0, and therefore d of xn yn is equal to supremum. This is also non-negative. Second property is here, d of xn yn is 0, then this implies that supremum of xn minus yn must be 0, and this implies that xn minus yn is equal to 0 for all n belonging to n, and so xn will be equal to yn, and therefore sequence xn will be equal to sequence yn. And conversely, if sequence xn is equal to yn, then xn is equal to yn for all n, and so difference of xn minus yn must be 0, and so its supremum is 0, and therefore distance must be 0. So second property is proved. Now third one, d of xn yn is equal to this supremum, and in mode we can change xn yn into yn minus xn. So this is equal to d of xn yn. Now the last property, triangle inequality, and for this triangle inequality we have let xn yn and zn belongs to x, means these are all real bounded sequences. Then xn minus yn, here add and subtract zn minus zn and plus zn. Now make two parts of it, xn minus zn and second is zn minus yn. So this is less than or equal to supremum n belonging to n, xn minus zn plus zn minus yn, क्योंकि supremum of some quantities is always greater than or equal to those quantities, and so this is less than or equal to supremum of first quantity and supremum of second quantity. Why? Because we have the formula supremum of a plus b is less than or equal to supremum of a plus b, and using this we have these separate. Now what is this? This is d of xn plus xn zn, and this is zn yn. So fourth property is also proved, and therefore this is a metric space. Now for next example, first we define bounded function. Suppose a function f from ab into R, ab closed interval, which is a subset of real numbers, is said to be bounded if there exists a positive real number k such that mod of fx is less than or equal to k for all x belonging to ab. And now next example is for these functions. Let x be the set of all real valued bounded functions defined on closed interval ab. Means x क्या है? x में वो वाले functions हैं जो कि ab से लेके r तक हैं और जो bounded भी हैं. तो इन functions के सेट पर हम डिफाइन कर रहे हैं एक मीट्रिक d from x cross x to r by the formula that d of fg is equal to supremum of x belonging to AB mod of fx minus gx for all fg belonging to x. We have to show that this is a metric space. First of all, we have to prove that D is well-defined metric, means this exists finitely. As f and g are bounded functions, so there exist k1 and k2 belonging to R plus, such that mod of fx is less than or equal to k1 and mod of gx is less than or equal to k2 for all x belonging to AB. Now we have supremum x belonging to AB, f of x minus g of x is less than or equal to supremum of first and then supremum of second, means supremum of mod of fx plus supremum of mod of gx. Now this is less than or equal to k1 and this is less than or equal to k2, so this is less than infinity. Therefore d of fg exists, and clearly this becomes non-negative because this is the modulus function and modulus function is non-negative, so its supremum is also non-negative. All other properties are similar as in example 7. Now we discuss example 9. LP spaces for 1 less than or equal to p is less than or equal to infinity, then we have if LP is the set of all real sequences, means x is equal to xn with summation n equal to 1 to infinity mod of xn to the power p less than infinity, and d of xy defined by mod of summation n equal to 1 to infinity mod of xn minus yn to the power p and whole to the power 1 by p for xy belonging to LP. Then show that LP with this D metric is a metric space. First we define that this is finite, and for this we use Minkowski inequality. Minkowski inequality states that if p is positive and xn yn n varies from 1 to k are no negative real numbers, then summation n equal to 1 to k xn plus yn to the power p and whole to the power 1 by p is less than or equal to n equal to 1 to k xn to the power p whole to the power 1 by p plus n equal to 1 to k yn to the power p whole to the power 1 by p. We shall use this inequality here. Now we take kth partial sum, means kth partial sum of sequence, means sum of first k terms of this sequence, this series. This series is here, this must be series. This series is n equal to 1 to infinity xn minus yn p 1 by p is, this is summation n equal to 1 to k mod of xn minus yn to the power p whole to the power 1 by p. By Minkowski inequality, this is less than or equal to separately mod of xn plus mod of yn to the power p and whole to the power 1 by p. And using 1, this will separate like this. And this is given less than infinity and this is also given less than infinity. So total is also less than infinity. And so as the sum of first k terms of this series is bounded, therefore this series is convergent by basic definition, and consequently d of xy is finite for all xy belonging to LP, and thus d is well defined and all the other properties are similar as in example 7 and 8. Try them yourself. Now what is induced metric? Let XD be a metric space, then we can define a new metric D star on the set X with the help of the given metric. This new metric D star is known as metric induced by D. Example 10. This is very important example. Let XD be a metric space. Define D star from X cross X into R by D star XY equal to minimum of 3 D of XY. Then show that D star is a metric on X. Note that where this 3 is given, here you can take any positive real number. Any positive real number. Then this example will also hold. So now we check all the properties one by one. Clearly value of D star XY is either 3 or value is D of XY. If this is 3, this is positive. If D of XY, that is always greater than or equal to 0 because this D is a metric. Now second property, D star XY is equal to minimum of 3 d of xy, and this is minimum of 3 d of yx. As d is a matrix, so d of xy is equal to d of yx, and by definition this is equal to d star yx. Now third property, d star xy is equal to 0. This implies minimum of 3 d of xy must be 0. मीन्स इट मीन्स जो मिनिमम है वो 3 नहीं है, मतलब मिनिमम क्या है, d of xy. It means d of xy will be 0, and when d of xy is 0 means x must be equal to y, and conversely if x is equal to y then dxy will be 0, and so you will take the minimum of 3 and 0, and that will be 0, and so this property is also true. Now fourth property, let xyz belongs to x. We have to prove that d star xy is less than or equal to d star xz plus d star zy. By definition of d star xy क्योंकि मिनिमम है, सो दोनों क्वांटिटी से लेस होगा, 3 से भी और d of xy से भी. So this is less than or equal to 3 and less than or equal to d of xy. Now what are the possible values of d star xz? या तो 3 होगी या d of xz होगी. इसी तरह से d star zy की possible values क्या हैं? या तो 3 होगी या d of zy होगी. So we have the following cases. Case 1, if either d star xz equal to 3 or d star zy equal to 3, then using 2, d star xy is less than or equal to 3, and this is less than or equal to d star xz plus d star zy. क्योंकि ये 3 होगा तो भी छोटा हो गया, ये 3 हो गया तो भी छोटा हो गया, क्योंकि 3 प्लस सम नॉन नेगेटिव क्वांटिटी. अगर ये 3 है तो 3 प्लस सम नॉन नेगेटिव क्वांटिटी. नाउ केस 2, if d star xz is not equal to 3 and d star zy is not equal to 3, it means d star xz की क्या वैल्यू होगी, dxz होगी, d star zy की क्या वैल्यू होगी, dzy होगी. तो using 3 we have d star xy is less than or equal to d of xy, और क्योंकि d मीट्रिक है सो ट्रायंगल इनइक्वालिटी को सेटिस्फाई कर रही है, therefore this will be less than or equal to d of xz plus d of zy, and d of xz किसके इक्वल है, d star xz की, और d of zy किसके इक्वल है, d of zy के. So all the properties are true and therefore x d star is a metric space. And now last example, let xt be a metric space and k be a positive real number. Then x with dk is a metric space where dkxy is defined by k times d of xy for all xy belonging to x. Clearly dkxy is this and this is greater than or equal to 0. क्यों? क्योंकि k पॉजिटिव है और ये भी नॉन नेगेटिव है, सो मल्टीप्लिकेशन इज नॉन नेगेटिव. और अगर dkxy 0 हो जाए तो इट मींस k into d of xy will be 0. k तो 0 है नहीं, इट मींस d of xy will be 0 and so x will be equal to y. कन्वर्सली अगर x equal to y होगा तो d of xy 0 होगा, d of xy 0 होगा तो ये पूरी टर्म 0 हो जाएगी, मींस dkxy will be 0 and trivially dkxy will be equal to dkyx. Now fourth property, dkxy is equal to k times d of xy. D is a metric, so satisfy triangle inequality. So this is less than or equal to k times d of xz plus d of zy. This is k times d of xz, k times d of zy. And what is this value? This is the value of dk xz, dk zy. And so 4 also hold, and therefore this is also a metric